governments in Uganda can uphold the same peace and security that we have.
That's because they are not tested.
No. How many times are we going to see? President Museveni did not come in as an 81-year-old. He came in his 30s. The vision has always been clear.
Comparison is not okay. Comparison is not okay for other candidates because they have not gotten any chance to lead like His Excellency.
But what is politics without comparison? I thought that is the whole point of democracy. The fact that you can present your ideas and then we get to gauge. Which other term would you use other than comparison?
Let's talk about Nebbi as a district. What are some of the achievements of the NRM government for the time it has been in power?
For the time it has been in power would be so long. Because like you had the president yesterday at his rally. There was a time in this country when there were only 6 A-level schools in the whole country. 3 for girls, 3 for boys. But right now, Nebbi alone has numerous A-level schools. Nebbi alone has very many schools that are thriving in education. But as we are now where we are now, the achievements that we are celebrating are the milestones that we think are going to take the district to a much higher level.
Yeah.
Government was able to give us an industrial park, which is actually on my village, Umvolu, and it's going to be one of those industrial parks that is prioritized in the next financial year. So that alone is going to come with a lot of economic growth, employment opportunities. It's going to come with market opening across the borders to South Sudan, to Congo. It's going to come with a lot of infrastructure development. Last year, we officially connected West Nile to the national grid. When the president came and commissioned Nebbi substation, we now have stability of power. There is a lot of business growth that has been registered in the past 1 year. Now we are looking at extending this electrification to the other sub-counties that have not yet got power, to see that all schools, health centers, trading centers are connected.
Okay.
Yes.
Besides just that, what are some of...
And also we have been able to secure $20 million from Badea that is going to construct the Bigoli Road. 16 kilometers of that road is going to be tarmacked, and that is starting immediately next month.
Besides the achievement, what are some of the things that President should start with immediately when he goes through?
Some of the things that we want him to start with is we want our Nebbi General Hospital to be upgraded to a regional referral hospital in the region, because it is one of those traditional hospitals that we have in the country. So we have 16 sub-counties. Out of the 16, 10 have health center 3s as per government policy. The remaining 6 that don't have health center 3s, we are looking at having them get their health center 3s in the next coming years. We also still want to strengthen much more when it comes to education. We have already been able to lobby a technical school, though we already have many private ones in the district, but now we are putting in place a government one that will help us equip our young people much more. When it comes to economic empowerment, we are doing quite well, because for us as leaders, we have even been able to support the people in terms of economic empowerment, and that is just to add on to the efforts of government, because I believe leadership does not just wait on government alone. We are supposed to hold our hands and see how best we strengthen every initiative that government has. So for us, it may be the PDM money as it comes at parish level. We even have village circles per village, 641 villages that is Nebbi. And as we speak now, I started that initiative of the village circles. As we speak now, the target is for every village circle to have a minimum of 10 million shillings in their account. And that will be 6.4 billion. Now that is money that is not for their personal economic empowerment necessarily, but it is money for helping us change the face of our villages, because we want our village people to be able to have cash at hand when a borehole is spoiled. We want them to be able to maintain a community road.
So it's free money. They are not supposed to take it back after using it.
It's a circle. Which circle do you know that is free money? I just said circle. Yeah, it's a village circle. So it's a revolving fund around the village that only members of that village can access. Yes. And we are growing it very well. As we speak now, most villages have 3 million, 4 million. And I set a target for them. I said every village account should have 10 million as a minimum standing balance. And above that, they get to grow economically. But the most important thing is that you see that the need for access to affordable credit is being solved, which has been one of the greatest challenges for our rural people. If a farmer is on season and they needed to access seedlings of 500,000, now they can easily get that money without having to indulge in high interest loans and everything that comes with that.
Thank you so much. How has your position as a minister impacted the people of Nebbi?
Has it impacted the people of Nebbi alone? I think my position as
I'm zeroing it down to Nebbi because I'm in your region and I'm in your district, so probably I need to push the information here to the rest of the country.
Yes, that's okay. I was saying my position, my appointment as minister, I think not myself alone, because President Museveni has appointed quite some other young people as well. My sister, the Honorable Diana Berry, is also a young person. There is the Honorable Diana Mutasingwa, is also a young person. There is Honorable, what's the Honorable Kakumu's name? His name is running. There is Honorable Martin, the Minister for Tourism. They are fairly young people, though of course I'm the youngest among them. So I think these appointments have come with a lot of hope for the young people across the country. It's been pleasant to see the enthusiasm that young people are presenting. Yeah? They now feel like, yes, we are now part of leadership and our voices can contribute to the development of this country. They feel like impactful participation now makes sense. That yes, you can be certain there will be young people in cabinet who will debate issues of national importance from a lens of young people. When it comes to Nebbi here, it was very joyous to have the appointment, because from Nebbi district particularly, it's been 20 years since there was a ministerial appointment. Yes, and I think I would be the third minister from Nebbi and the first female.
Okay. I have this question. Guarantee kijowa mzee, percentage kijomuwa jagenda okujja wano mu Nebbi.
The guarantee, the number one guarantee,
yes,
is that Museveni will win Nebbi. No any other candidate can win.
I've not seen any other posters in any other color. Why is it like that?
And you will not see, because the support is not there. And for us, we are very honest people. We don't know how to lie. Take it, we start putting up your posters now, we don't support you.
Are you trying to say that Muse is unopposed in this region?
Nebbi is for Museveni. I can't say unopposed because we are living in a multi-party system. There are other candidates, and it's a democratic process. You will find someone, an individual, casting their vote for another, but the majority, the greater good in Nebbi is voting for President Museveni.
But do you think these campaigns are free and fair? Are the candidates treated fairly?
Do you think they are not? Is there
I don't want to say that they are not, but I've seen different candidates
Do
complaining.
you know what's funny? Is that me, I am among those people that don't even follow any other candidates' campaigns because I feel like they have nothing that I should listen to. I only follow Museveni's trail also. I know where Museveni is going to be the next day, the time, the district, if I can, and my ministry schedule is not binding, I will go and support him. I don't even know who is where the opponent is. Like, that is how much of, I think they have nothing to offer. I honestly don't know.
Dropping
I
names,
wouldn't like
dropping names. Some dates like Chagulanyi last time I was blocked from using the way to where he's supposed to go and campaign from. Is that fair?
Using the way how?
Like using the main road, bali bamusungwadde not eno nga bamumalira obuddo atuuke. Is that being fair?
What do you mean?
Oh, they were disturbing him.
They stopped him from reaching where he wanted to go. And
When
he didn't campaign there.
But he reached late.
Who stopped him? Then you should ask the police. I am not a police officer. I am not a police officer. I cannot speak for the police. I don't know what reasons they had, whatever was happening there on the ground. Me, I am a leader in other aspects.
Okay, before I give my fellows opportunity to ask you questions, why should people maybe vote for Honorable Fiona Nyamutooro?
The people of Nebi already know. My manifesto is very clear to them and they sing it off head. Did you hear them yesterday in the field?
Yes.
I don't have to resound it. They know already why they should vote for Fiona Nyamutooro. That's why they named me the light of Nebi. Lero Panish.
Ladies and gentlemen, I didn't move alone. I'm putting on this silent majority jacket. We are a team. Yes, we are a team, a media team. And my brothers are behind the cameras. And I believe they have some questions. Sean Sells.
He does
fire!
No, after being a national youth representative, now you want being a woman MP. Don't you think that you've gone a bit low? Why not MP for Eddy district?
No. My choice for district woman member of parliament was very intentional. I did not want to leave out anyone in my district. If I'd gone for a constituency, I would be restricted to a particular area. I wanted to reach every single village of this district, and it's only the district position offers me that platform.
Honorable, you so much into the Central's progress.
FC.
Yes. How impactful is it to the youth in Nebi and the general community?
Well, football as you is one of our strongest unifying factors. I think not just in Uganda, but in the entire world. So Nebi Central for us here in Nebi is one of those strong representative cards that we want to sell out to the country. But also more importantly, it's a breeding ground for our talent back here at home. So we're putting in as much support as we can to see that this talent grows and it goes beyond Nebi.
We have
According to your submission, it seems like on your side, everything's okay for Ugandan youth and because of President Museveni. My question is, we have seen so many young people moving with your opponent, that's Jaguar Center. Is it because of ignorance, because of peer pressure, or they don't want to know what's going on?
No, certainly not. It is democracy and it is their right. You can stop them from identifying with the candidate that they feel they want to support. Equally, there are thousands and millions of young people that are moving with President Museveni. Why don't you question that?
To add on that, according to the manifesto of Chagulanyi, saying in Uganda now, don't you think Ugandans need a new Uganda now?
I mean, my question is, which one is a new Uganda?
The bad thing that I'm in cameras, this is for Kashumbari.
I need a better picture to be painted for me to understand the new Uganda. A new Uganda will, what will a new Uganda be? Will Nebi stop being Nebi? Like
this is what they say. A new Uganda, everyone will be free to do whatever they want. In a new Uganda, we shall have hospitals with medicine. A new Uganda, we shall have free education. A new Uganda, if you're at campus, immediately after they will start paying you until you get a job.
New Uganda, a policeman gets 3 million. 1 million? Or?
1 million, yes.
1
That's
million.
a new Uganda.
A normal policeman.
Old Uganda.
Well, you know, as someone who works for government, and by the grace of God, someone who has the access to sit in quite decisive meetings for this country, I would ask maybe what another person would not ask. I would ask, how would this miraculously happen? What is Uganda's budget? And how would you be able to enforce this? And how long would it take you to actually realize whatever ideal situation you're trying to paint?
So you mean we do not
It's gradually achievable with time, just like President Museveni rightly states it. It is gradually achievable with time, because with time, then you get to fix all the gaps of whatever you have been able to prioritize. When you're talking about free education, in what sense are you speaking about free education? We have university primary education that has been around for how long? We have university secondary education that has been around for how long? We've had government scholarships at the university level that have been around for how long? Do you want evidence of young people that have been beneficiaries of these? Are you saying that they don't exist? Or are you challenging the fact that these programs that already exist can be reviewed? And then, in your sense, whoever is saying that it is a new Uganda, how is your idea of a new Uganda new then? Because you already want to improve what is existing, right? Which even the current government is striving towards polishing what they have already put in place. So what is new about you? We want to hear that one new thing that we have never seen or we have never tried to put in place. What is that one new thing?
tujja kubeerayo kukwata abantu badetaininga for nothing.
How? Where?
Like the way it was.
Or maybe you can tell us, in a new Uganda, you would have a political party that has no grievances, that has no any irregularities that are being complained about. But I've seen political parties that are barely 10 years old and they're already having irregularities.
You're pointing somewhere.
Honorable Minister, on the issue of corruption, even when the president is talking, he acknowledges there is corruption in the country. According to you, how do you think? What do you think we should do so that we can reduce the corruption rate in the country?
I equally acknowledge that there is corruption in the country, and corruption in the country is in many sectors. It comes in many forms. The only way we can be able to stand as Ugandans and say we are fighting corruption is by ensuring that our patriotic spirit is actually as patriotic as it sounds. Because if government is sending medicines to health centers and then you connive to sell these medicines, who is to blame?
The citizen. Under the government.
If you're working in a ministry and government has allocated resources, say to construct a particular road or to provide for a particular service, social service, and then you swindle that money, who is to blame?
I'm sure the president who keeps that person in the government.
Me,
Because
what,
he has the powers.
me, what I think, because you see, you cannot speak of the president like as if you're speaking of a semi-god that can be everywhere at the same time. Much as we have systems and structures that can lead this information to the president, the issue is by the time the information reaches the president, a lot of damage has been done and a lot of services have been stopped. If we reach at a point where we all love our country as much as we love ourselves, we shall have a better say about corruption. We shall have more moral authority to speak about corruption. If opposition, that is supposed to be the alternative think tank of the country, also registers corruption as one of their challenges, then what do we have to say as a country? I think it's a problem that is binding all of us as citizens, and no one can run away from it. When we are talking about corruption, each and every one of us, at the end of the day, has a role to play.
Let's have more two questions.
Okay. Honorable Minister, when we talk about your ministry, how does your ministry impact kumuntu wa wansi? Yes.
By the way, you know, the ministry we had, my ministry is quite wide, energy and mineral development, but let me restrict myself to mineral development. Mineral development is one of those sectors that is only known to those who are interested in the sector. And this is one of the things that I am fighting so hard to break the chains and the darkness in which the sector operates. And by darkness, I don't mean it in the sense of a bad way, darkness of not having knowledge about the sector. Because in the mineral sector, one, it is a sector that many Ugandans are benefiting from. But also two, it is a sector that majority of the people in it are actually young. But if you don't know about the mineral sector in Uganda, you don't know. And me, I think that is a problem.
Yeah, because I ask, because most of the people ask me, now what does that woman do?
Exactly.
They don't understand.
I think that's a big problem, because the mineral sector being among the ATMs that government identified to anchor development in this country should be as much inclusive and as much knowledge giving to Ugandans as much as possible. Ugandans should be discussing the price of gold like the way they discuss the price of coffee, or like the way they discuss the price of maize. At some point I had people were complaining, oh, the prices of maize have dropped. Why don't they discuss the price of gold as well?
Pay attention to details.
Because they don't even follow through to get to know. Our gold sector is doing so well. We have very many Ugandans. Majority of our miners are artisanal miners, and that simply means they are Ugandans. And most of them have been able to develop from just being artisanal to small-scale miners. And they're the ones who are mining these countries' resources. Away from the foreign investment that we attract to put up the large-scale mines and all, the biggest percentage of people in the mining sector talk about iron ore, talk about gold, talk about limestone, talk about any other mineral that is being mined. There's a lot of tin in Western Uganda. You would find that are actually Ugandans. So we are trying our best as a ministry to see that we give as much visibility as we can about the mineral sector. That would open it up more and encourage many more Ugandans to come and invest in mineral development.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. Family woman.
The honest truth is striking a balance between work, constituency, and family is very, very tedious. It's manageable but tedious. It comes with a lot of effort and being intentional. But luckily for me, I have quite a good supportive system in all aspects. My husband is very supportive. My family is very supportive. At the workplace, I have a very supportive team. In the constituency, I have an amazing team as well. So you find that if I am here at this point, if I'm with family, my work is not stalled. If I'm in constituency, my family is also moving on well. So that has helped me balance it. I certainly cannot do it alone. If I am to do it alone, I would probably be dead by now.
Okay. We can't avoid, of course, talking about him, but briefly, when you were campaigning, I was like, how did you convince Eddy to go into campaigns?
To campaign for me?
Yes.
I didn't convince him.
Because he was on ground.
I didn't convince him. Eddy has always been very supportive of my career from day one. I think I keep telling him that he's one of the greatest challenges I have, because he hypes me a lot, thinks I can be anything. And I keep telling him I'm not superwoman. He's like, no, you can't even be superwoman if you want. I'm like, no. So he has always been like that. It's just that you guys have just seen him come out now publicly. But he has always been that one person who is pushing me, go higher, you can do this, you can do that, you can do that. Because for him, I think even way before I became a member of parliament, he would insist and be like, you're going to be a great leader in this country. I know for sure, and I see it happening. So it's a blessing. It's a blessing to have a partner who believes in you and who proudly associates to see that your dreams are achieved.
I know my spies are now quoting a way before, as Honorable says bye-bye to her. Your last message to the majority of Ugandans who are going to go and vote for their leaders in these elections.
Yeah, I'd request them to vote for President Museveni.
That's obvious.
No, it's not obvious. We have to request for the vote, Mona. Someone can say that we did not request them to vote for him. But certainly we are in an election period. I subscribe to the NRM party, whose chairman is the President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. We are requesting all Ugandans to rally behind him, support him, and vote him come January. And equally all NRM flag bearers across the country. Because we believe Uganda is a country that we can sustain by ourselves. And the NRM has proven over time that the sustainability of this country is safer in our hands. We are appealing to all Ugandans to keep the legacy going. Mzee is aging like fine wine. He's becoming better and better as time goes by. And I'm one of those citizens who is very, very confident that we shall miss with 7 years in country.
I have a sensitive question.
I
have a sensitive question. Honorable, gwe ng'omukyala mu ggwanga lino tulina obuzibu bwa early marriages, early pregnancies. Gwolowooza tukoze tutya kubanga tukendeeza ku bintu ebyo, abaana abafumbirwa nga bato n'abafuna embuto abakyali bato? Yes.
Tutandika nammwe gwabuziza ekibuuzo. No, not like that. But I said that because he's a male individual. So the reason as to why I say tutandika namwe is because when it comes to teenage pregnancies and early marriages, we have been advocating to our male counterparts to become more champions and advocates for against teenage pregnancies and early marriages. Because these girls are not impregnated by the Holy Spirit, are they? No. It is certainly our brothers, our relatives, our friends, our leaders, our neighbors who impregnate these girls. So my appeal has always been, let us have the moral consciousness and be considerate enough. What would make you have a girlfriend in high school, short styles? What reason would you have for that? And you find men shamelessly engaging young girls when you certainly know that this girl is below the age 18 into sexual enticements that they are not ready for. And it is very clear that whether you're able to woo them at that time, they are making uninformed decisions. So if I believe strongly, if our male counterparts can be the line advocates for this, our problem would be solved.
And sometimes it is said to be like most of these young girls, they fall for older men, materialistic things. You
see, whatever the situation is, as an old man of mature age, what excuse do you have to sleep with a young girl? Like how shameless can you be? Whether she wants money from you or not, I mean, can we ever reach to that level of self-control? We are always arguing with our friends and saying, I mean, if it is about having sex, there is a lot of mature free sex moving everywhere. Look around for a mature woman. Look around for someone who is already above age. My greatest heartbreak is the school-going girls. You find men openly engaging with school-going girls, some of them even in school uniform. We've had incidences where men are being arrested with girls in their cars and the girl is in school uniform. What excuse do you have that? Whether you have the money, whether you have whatever words to convince them, I mean, it's a very demonic act, by the way. And until it happens to your sister or your daughter or your relative or somebody that you hold dear to your heart, you don't get to understand how painful it is and how much it is costing our country. Because you see, a teenage pregnancy does not just end there at a young teenager getting pregnant and dropping out of school for that period. It carries on to the future. Because if a teenage girl is going to raise a child, what are the chances that that child will end up successful? What are the chances that this teenage girl, at whatever level she dropped out from, can be able to offer this child through the ladders of life, with this education and nothing? You end up seeing that across now we are building a population of mediocrity, of people who are just there. We are just feeding our homes with people whom will grow up with a lot of frustrations, and you have to do a lot of work to mold them to get productive citizens. So Bambi, it is a call to everyone. teenage pregnancies and early pregnancies and early marriages, is not a situation that we can be proud of as a society. Let it be upon everyone's heart. I keep challenging my friends. Me, on my village where I come from, growing up, there were stories of, oh, this girl has dropped out of school, oh, this one has been impregnated. Right now, come and impregnate a young girl in my village. Come and try.
The rest is.
So the question is, are you doing the same in your village? Because you can find that the neighbor next to you is a teenage child who has been married. And you who has exposure and education is their neighbor and you are quiet. And you wake up and even greet yourselves, hey, good morning, neighbor. So really, let us take it as a serious responsibility upon us all. Because that is certainly not a problem that can be solved by government. It can't. It is upon us as a people.
Thank you so much, Honorable. Thank you so much, Sean Steros. That was a very good question as we close this. We're still in Western Uganda. Tomorrow I think we're going to be in Marua for still.
We are West Nile.
West Nile. West Nile. If you've been to Western Uganda and West Nile. Thank you so much.
West Nile is the only sub-region in the country with the name in English.
In English, yeah. Thank you. Basabi. Obugambo okusembayo mu Uganda.
Mpozi nabadde ngambye ntya bannayuganda bonna tubasaba mulonde President Museveni mu kalulu akaddako lwakuba
Abadivaiza si lwagira.
But I already said there.
Wama honorable.
Lwakuba eggwanga lyaffe tulina dikuuma.
Wama honorable.
I don't know why when I face cameras all my Luganda disappears. When I'm camera I speak.
Auntie,
she goes in Uganda.
Honorable, wano emalenda okugambira nti you a minister. Ever since you and Eddy Kenzo came out, wafuka celebrity.
I'm not a celebrity.
You are a celebrity, honorable.
I've been saying, I think my friends are doing, they keep telling me, I think many people expect me to become a celebrity, but no, I'm not.
Already you are. You know why? Because whenever we see you, we pull out our cameras.
Yes.
And it's not on every minister.
And you give me that excitement of as if you have seen an artist. I'm not an artist.
Thank you so much, Honorable. Abakyaliko katulinde omukulu w'amakka najje twogeremu.
Ani Eddy.
Ne honorable, tokimanyi nti oli minister. I mean, oli star.
No,
Olina star.
Nze mukazi wattu mbeera mu byange. Sometimes I look at people and I be like, I wish you know that kind of person.
Kyova buli wetukulaba kamera ne zivayo uyo naye mune tekibeera ku buli omu kikola ku gwe wekka netuyaayaana
netufa. I miss days where I would go unnoticed.
Anti kati munayo byakyukamu amasanyaze goyina mangi.
Kenzo yayiwa cover yange.
But do you sometimes be like, how I wish I wouldn't?
Not really how I wish, but of course I have moments where I miss going unnoticed. I have a very busy life. I have a very busy life, so sometimes I just want a breather, and sometimes you just want to in your private time, with family, with friends. Even going to a public place with friends and we just sit there without any interruption or going unnoticed is impossible.
No.
My friends now have to put in more effort. Whenever we have to hang out, they have to ensure privacy.
You put on a mask?
No, like I tell the last time I put up a mask, I put on a mask, Eddy busted me on stage.
She's the one.
No, because like, where is Nyamutooro?
Hey, come and say hi.
Until we left home that we have kutesa bulungi.
I'm not going to appear.
No, I've kutesa bulungi to disguise, mask, hood, what. I'm there chilling with my cousins behind the crowd having our fun. Only to hear on stage, where's Nyamutooro? All my cousins, everyone was with me scattered.
So that makes you a star.
No.
I think we know a lot of ministers. Nesi tuli omo avayo ne tujayo kamera. So, blessing. Ali.
Has someone gone to call him?
Yeah.
Nenga.
Amanyi tukyakola.
Nze maze mugambe maze.
Nenga abantu b'Ennebbi bakwagala munaye.
Babeera nnyo. We're doing a lot of work for them.
Naye ofuna obudde obubeerako eno.
Yes. Well, but can you get all that love that you don't bring people? Tosobola.
Abantu b'eno baaba ddala baagala nnyo omuntu nga waddala.
Maybe because I come with the attention and what people try to follow. But in actual sense, no one can put that. The information on channels, whatever is a ministry program or issue, in the newspapers it will be there.
There is a time.
When you see, you mentioned something important about your ministry. Let me use myself as an example. The one in communications, Dr. Patricia. By that time, you are having a program of renewable energy. And the problem that we normally have is the bureaucracy. That is one. Two, most of the people in those offices have failed to understand how information flows. Now, of late, information is flowing on social media. Now, that message that you raised about the minerals thing that most Ugandans aren't aware of. There are various ways you can sit down with the people in social media or even the media and they have that message being disseminated. But because of the bureaucracy, sometimes it becomes really a problem to approach someone because when you know you write to this office, then you go to this office, then you go to this office, and what happens at the end of the day, because if me personally, this is my view, government really has very many things that are positive, but they are not out there. And when they are not out there, because there's no one putting them out there. Now how do you? I think it's a case of how does government use maybe on its bureaucracy and find ways of working with various media to get that information out. I think that's where the challenge is.
Well, government bureaucracy is already systematic. It's hard to say that you break through it because even when it comes to our own programs, we face the same frustrations. You'd find that something that you could achieve in a short period of time because of bureaucracy is lengthened. I think the best way is to just create another channel, especially when it comes to information. We probably just need to be selective and say bureaucracy applies here, but not here, because information moves fast.